Hey guys, it's Bailey from Making Up the Midwest, and this is going to be a little haul and review of some brand new Maybelline goodies that have hit drugstore shelves. Now there's a lot to get through and talk about in this video, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I picked up was the foundation, and this is new, the new Fit Me Shine Free foundation, and one of the more obvious new characteristics of it is that it is in a stick form, and I haven't seen a stick foundation in ages, so I was a little skeptical to pick this up because I can't help but that the reason you hadn't seen them around was because the formula issues led them to be a little dry, which was my experience with them beforehand. But still, I thought I would pick this up because on the display, and I took a picture of it and I Instagrammed it, the display said it's a gel stick foundation with an anti-shine core. So inside you can see that there is the powder core with the foundation on the outer perimeter. So I'm wearing this today and I took before and afters and all that good stuff, and basically I didn't notice that it oxidized. It wears very light. I'd say that the coverage is light to medium. It's a little bit buildable beyond medium, but I wouldn't call it full coverage by any means. It spread beautifully. I applied it directly to my face and it is so stinking creamy. It's just unbelievable. And true to its name, it stayed shine free. Fast forward to 8 hours later and you can see that it still has not oxidized. It's not shiny in the least, and it was about in the 70s today, and I did quite a bit of walking around, so it did encounter some wear and tear. And the only place I really noticed it wearing away was in my under eye area here, which might speak more to my concealer than it does to my foundation, because I've been blowing my nose with allergies like crazy and my eyes have been watering, and still the only place I really noticed that wear and tear is in my under eye area and not my nose or my chin or anything, with tissues all up in there all day long. Now I have combination skin, but I can see this working well for both those with dry as well as somewhat oily skin. Because it is shine free, it is going to keep you relatively shine free if you have oily skin. Yet, I kid you not, it was just so creamy when it went on that I had no issues with it sticking or feeling dry or cakey or anything like that. So I think this is going to be a very versatile foundation across the skin type board. It cost $9.29, which I was a little disappointed in because I feel like you might get less product in a stick form than you might in a liquid form, and so it won't last you nearly as long. But you can still see it's coming over the top here, and I've used this now once today and then once to touch up before I did the video, but not before I took that last picture. And I do think it's going to last a little longer than I anticipated. Only time will tell to see how long it truly does last, but I think for the quality I encountered with the stick foundation, it is worth the $9.29 if you find that it's something you like and it works for you. The shade that I'm wearing today is 120, which happened to match me perfectly, but this is a very narrow shade range. I think I counted 10 or 11 different shades, so it really doesn't get terribly deep, and I think there is one other shade lighter than this one, so it's not a very wide shade range. But that is one thing you'll want to think about when exploring this particular foundation, is that it doesn't have a huge shade range. The next thing I got is the mascara, and this is the Falsies Big Eyes mascara. It's the double-ended guy, which I was so excited when I saw it first because I thought for sure Maybelline was bringing back their XXL formula with the primer on the one end and the mascara on the other. That's not the case, but I don't hate this mascara at all. On one end you have a wand for your lower lashes. It's tinier, and then on the other end you have a larger wand, obviously meant for your upper lashes or your lower if you feel so inclined. But the bottom line is it uses the Falsies formula, I think. I haven't used the original Falsies formula, so I have nothing to compare it to, but overall I really like this formula. It did great things for my lashes. On my lower lashes I felt that it added a little bit of curl, while on my upper I think the wand really helped lengthen my lashes, and it didn't keep them completely clump free, but it wasn't anything I was really upset about. But more importantly, I found that it didn't smudge or flake. I have a before and after picture here that I'll show, and I was just really impressed because, as I mentioned before, I have really allergy prone eyes this time of year, and so they're watering and I'm rubbing them and itching them. There was not a flake or a smudge in sight, and that impressed the heck out of me, especially when it comes to my lower lashes, because I have had mascaras where the formula works beautifully on my upper lashes and then I'll put them on my lower lashes, and throughout the day I'll just get these raccoon eyes that just creep lower and lower down my cheeks, and it's not fun. It's not what I look for in a mascara. So I was so impressed to find that this functions well not only on my top lashes, although you can't tell now I'm wearing falsies, but I have shown you pictures hopefully by now, as well as on the lower lashes. I love this mascara and will probably continue to purchase the Falsies formula in the future, whether or not it's in this form or not, because I am so impressed with the formula. Now if you thought that was a lot of talking, I am not done yet, because I have 5 new color tattoo pigments to talk to you about. These were much anticipated anticipated, to me at least, once I found out they were coming out from other beauty bloggers, because everyone knows and loves, or many people know and love the original Color Tattoo 24-hour cream eyeshadow line. Love them. People go nuts when they release new shades because the quality is out of this world in terms of cream products from the drugstore. They just are renowned for their phenomenal quality. So when they slapped the Color Tattoo name on these puppies, you knew they had to be good. So let's talk about them. First I have, first I have the shade Wild Gold, which is pretty much a wild, warm kind of gold tone. Then there is Breaking Bronze, which is a deep chocolatey brown with shimmer. All of these have shimmer, by the way, that I'm about to tell you about. Forest Fatale is a shimmery forest green. Improper Copper is beautiful, although I think it's more flattering than copper, and when it's on me, I feel like it's more of a hybrid between a peach and a gold, which might sound really bizarre, but it just doesn't strike me as copper. You could have named it, I don't know, something entirely. Bottom line is it's beautiful, but I think it's more flattering than a lot of people who are turned off by the shade copper might think it is. And then the last shade I have is Pink Rebel, which is actually a duochrome pink kind of violet with a blue-purple shift. It's kind of a more complex shade, probably the most complex shade of those that I have here that I'm showing you today, but still very beautiful. And this actually probably has the biggest transformation when used wet versus dry. All of these can be used both wet and dry, by the way, and I have a picture of the look I wore today during the day wherein I used all of these pigments dry. They performed beautifully, they didn't fade, they applied smoothly, and without a ton of fallout, which is kind of hard to do for pigments, but these just seem very fine and not powdery, oddly enough, as weird as that might be to say when describing a pigment. Overall, these are fabulous products, and let me tell you, these retail for $6.99 a piece, but this week when I picked these up, all Maybelline products were buy one get one half off, so that is something to think about as you are purchasing these. If you do plan on picking up a few products from this collection, make sure you find them at CVS or Walgreens when they are having a deal on them, because they do happen and they can save you quite a bit of money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this haul / review session of all the new Maybelline goodies out there. I hope you found that helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!